Welcome to Retro Rides Garage. Today, we're taking a hard look at 15 of the worst motorcycles that will disappoint you in 2025. This isn't just a list of unpopular bikes. These are machines that for one reason or another have earned a reputation for frustration. Maybe they were overhyped when they came out, only to underdeliver in performance. Maybe their handling was unpredictable, their comfort non-existent, or their engines plagued with reliability issues. Some looked great in the showroom, but turned into money pits as soon as the miles piled up, while others were experimental ideas from manufacturers that simply didn't work in the real world, leaving riders stranded both figuratively and literally. In 2025, buying a used motorcycle can be tricky because what looks like a bargain on paper can quickly become a nightmare when you realize parts are nearly impossible to find or that the repair bills cost more than the bike itself. That's why we put together this list, to save you from wasting your hard-earned cash on motorcycles that will break your heart, your wallet, or both. We'll cover models from different decades, from the 1980s through the 2010s, each with its own unique set of problems that make them a bad bet today. Whether it's poor engineering, outdated technology, or simply bad execution of a good idea, these bikes have one thing in common. They're more likely to leave you frustrated than thrilled. So before you fall for the looks or the nostalgia, hear the stories behind these disappointing rides. Stick around until the end because a few of these names might shock you. And if you love learning the real history behind motorcycles, the legends, the failures, and everything in between, make sure you hit that subscribe button to Retro Rides Garage so you never miss another deep dive into the machines that shape the roads, for better or worse. Number 15. The Suzuki GS500 was once the go-to budget-friendly beginner bike, but in 2025, it feels like a relic from a slower, simpler era. Its 487 cubic centimeter parallel twin engine delivers modest power, barely enough to keep pace with modern traffic, and its carbureted fueling feels rough compared to today's smooth fuel-injected standards. Suspension and brakes are basic, lacking the adjustability and stopping power riders now expect, while the plain styling no longer turns heads. With entry-level bikes today offering advanced electronics, better performance, and sharper handling for similar money, the GS500's charm fades quickly. It is dependable but uninspiring. Would you settle for reliability if it means sacrificing excitement? Number 14. The Yamaha XV535 Virago may carry a certain retro charm, but its performance and features feel well past their prime in 2025. The 5-100- and -30-5 cubic centimeter V-twin delivers a mild output that quickly feels strained on motorways, and its gearing leaves the engine buzzing at higher speeds. The compact frame and lightweight build, while friendly for beginners, compromise stability when pushed, and the suspension offers little control over rough surfaces. Braking hardware is basic, lacking the bite and feedback modern riders expect. Though its chrome accents and classic cruiser stance still draw attention, the ride itself can feel more limiting than liberating. Would you value looks over capability? Number 13. The Honda VT600 Shadow, also known as the VLX, was a reliable entry-level cruiser in its day, but in 2025, it feels underwhelming. Its 600 cubic centimeter liquid-cooled V-twin delivers smooth but sluggish performance, leaving little excitement for spirited rides. The 4-speed gearbox feels limiting on highways, while the carbureted fueling lacks the crispness and efficiency of modern systems. Suspension travel is short, braking performance is basic, and rider comfort is modest for long distances. While its low seat height and classic styling still appeal to beginners, the absence of modern safety features and performance edge means it struggles to compete. Would you trade capability for nostalgia? Number 12. The Honda VFR 800 VTEC was once praised for its sport touring balance. But in 2025, its quirks can overshadow its charm. Its 781 cubic centimeter V4 with VTEC delivers smooth power, yet the abrupt cam change engagement can feel awkward and unsettling mid-corner. At over 230 kilograms, it is heavy for a sport-oriented machine, and its dated electronics lack traction control, riding modes, and modern connectivity. Maintenance can be costly, with valve adjustments being notoriously labor-intensive. While its build quality and comfort remain solid, newer sport tours offer lighter handling, better tech, and more refined power delivery. Would you settle for yesterday's sophistication when today's rides are smoother and smarter? Number 11. The Kawasaki Z1 RT may have been a headline grabber in the late 1970s, but by 2025, its flaws stand out more than its speed. Born from a dealer-installed turbo kit, it offered brutal acceleration but demanded delicate throttle control to avoid wheel spin or engine stress. The 1,072 cubic centimeter motor, while powerful on boost, suffers from pronounced lag and a narrow power band that feels clumsy by modern standards. Its frame, suspension, and brakes were never truly engineered for forced induction, making high-speed stability questionable. With today's turbocharged bikes offering precision engineering and safety electronics, the Z1 RTC feels raw in a way that is more nerve-wracking than thrilling. Would you dare tame such unpredictable power on 21st century roads? Number 10. The BMW R1200C, once famous for its appearance in a James Bond film, now feels more like an oddity than a standout cruiser. Its 1-1000-1-100-N70 cubic centimeter boxer twin delivers steady torque, but lacks the smoothness and refinement riders expect today. The unconventional ergonomics, with forward foot placement and upright bars, can feel awkward on longer journeys, while the soft suspension and modest braking capability reveal its age. Styling remains distinctive, yet its polarizing proportions and chrome-heavy look do not appeal to everyone. In an era where cruisers blend comfort, advanced tech, and strong performance, the R1200C comes across as more of a conversation piece than a compelling ride. Would you choose quirk over capability? Number 9. The Honda DN01 aimed to merge cruiser comfort with scooter-like convenience, but today it feels like a curious experiment that never quite worked. Its 682 cubic centimeter V-twin is paired with a unique automatic transmission, yet the sluggish acceleration and muted power delivery leave it feeling uninspired. The futuristic styling, once eye-catching, now appears bulky and dated, while the low ground clearance and soft suspension limit spirited riding. At over 250 kilograms, it is heavier than many modern bikes with far better performance and features. In a market full of agile, tech-packed machines, the DN01 stands as a reminder that innovation without execution can disappoint. Would you ride something that looks bold but feels bland? Number 8. The Suzuki GT750. Water Buffalo was groundbreaking in the early 70s as the first mass-produced liquid-cooled Japanese motorcycle. But in 2025, its age is impossible to ignore. Its 743 cubic centimeter two-stroke triple delivers a unique sound and character. Yet fuel consumption is high, emissions are heavy, and performance feels sluggish compared to modern machines. The weight, tipping well over 230 kilograms, makes handling slow, while the drum and disc brake combination struggles to inspire confidence. Cooling system quirks, oily exhaust, and frequent maintenance needs further limit practicality. While it remains a charming piece of history, it is far better suited to a collection than daily roads. Would you trade efficiency and safety for nostalgia's sake? Number 7. The Norton Commando 850 Mk3. Introduced in the mid-70s with electric start and left-side shift, still carries the aura of a British classic, but on today's roads, it shows its shortcomings. Its 8-100-and-20-8 cubic centimeter parallel twin offers a pleasant thump, but vibrates noticeably despite the isoelastic mounting. Gear changes feel slow and imprecise, while braking performance is modest for a bike of its size. Electrical reliability can be hit or miss, and sourcing original parts often requires patience and deep pockets. Though its styling and heritage remain undeniably appealing, its riding experience feels more like a trip back in time than a performance. Match for modern traffic. Would you accept charm if it came with compromises? Number 6. The Yamaha TX 750 arrived in the early 70s with innovative ideas like a counterbalanced parallel twin and oil cooling system, but its execution proved problematic. The 743 cubic centimeter engine suffered from overheating, oil foaming, and premature wear, issues that demanded frequent and costly fixes. At nearly 220 kilograms, it is heavier than its competitors of the era, with handling that feels ponderous by today's standards. Braking performance is modest, and the suspension lacks the composure riders expect from modern machines. While its smoothness and rarity may intrigue collectors, its mechanical fragility makes it a risky choice for real-world use. Would you trust a ride known more for flaws than feats? Number 5. The Kawasaki KZ650 earned praise in the late 70s as a nimble mini superbike, but in 2025, its performance feels modest at best. Its 652 cubic centimeter inline-4 delivers smooth but dated power, requiring high revs to feel lively, while carbureted fueling lacks the precision of modern injection systems. The chassis, with its narrow tires and basic suspension, cannot match the stability or grip of contemporary designs, and braking distances are noticeably long. Electrical components and wiring can be prone to age-related issues, adding to maintenance headaches. Though its classic styling still has fans, riding it daily reveals how far motorcycle engineering has progressed. Would you sacrifice modern capability just to relive the past? Number 4. The Honda CX500, nicknamed the Plastic Maggot in its day, was admired for its durability and shaft drive practicality. Yet in 2025, it shows its age. Its 497 cubic centimeter transverse V-twin produces modest power, making highway overtakes a slow affair, and the carbureted setup can be finicky after decades of wear. The weight distribution, influenced by the longitudinal crank layout, gives handling a slightly awkward feel, while the suspension and brakes lack the precision and bite of newer machines. Cooling system leaks, electrical gremlins, and scarce parts can turn ownership into a patience test. While it remains a quirky and dependable classic, it struggles to deliver the refinement and performance today's riders expect. Would you endure dated dynamics for the sake of mechanical charm? Number 3. The Harley-Davidson Pan America 1250 Special marked the brand's bold leap into the adventure segment, but it is not without shortcomings. Its 1-1000-2-100- and -50-2 cubic centimeter Revolution Max engine delivers strong power, yet the throttle response can feel abrupt at low speeds, making technical terrain tricky. The bike's substantial weight and tall stance may intimidate shorter riders, even with the adaptive ride height system. Electronics are extensive, but can be overwhelming, with occasional glitches reported in real-world use. While its comfort and long-distance capability are commendable, rivals offer lighter handling, more polished off-road performance, and proven reliability. Would you gamble on novelty when the competition is already battle-tested? Number 2. The Harley-Davidson Livewire 1 delivers instant electric torque and sleek styling. But in 2025, it still faces hurdles that can dampen the experience. Its city range of around 146 kilometers drops sharply at highway speeds, making long trips impractical without meticulous charging plans. Public charging infrastructure varies widely, and charging times, while improved, remain slower than the refueling ease of petrol bikes. At well over 250 kilograms, it feels hefty for an electric machine, and a high price. TAG puts it up against more capable or longer-range rivals. While the ride quality and tech are impressive, its limitations in range and cost raise the question: would you pay premium money for performance you cannot always use? Number 1. The Bimota V-Do promised to be a revolutionary two-stroke superbike, but its legacy is one of frustration rather than glory. Its 499 cubic centimeter V-twin with fuel injection was meant to blend lightweight with razor-sharp performance, yet early models suffered from severe fueling issues, erratic power delivery, and engine failures. Even when sorted, the riding position is uncompromising, with a stiff chassis that punishes over anything but perfect tarmac. Parts availability is limited, and repairs demand specialist knowledge, making ownership costly and stressful. While its rarity and striking design attract collectors, the reality of living with one is far from ideal. Would you chase exclusivity if it came with constant headaches?